you ready for your appointment? Toothbrush, something so simple and compact, yet loaded with history. In almost every modern household, some form of a toothbrush can be found. Whether it's manual, an electric, or one that plays music, it's an essential item in every household. It is so essential that if I forgot mine for a vacation, buying a new one is my first priority. The toothbrush is important. It reflects cultural attitudes towards cleanliness, social norms, personal identity, and consumerism. The research question that I focused on is, what are the cultural impacts that the toothbrush has had on oral health, and how has it evolved over time? When you think of a toothbrush, what comes to mind? Oral-B, Sonic, maybe yours is even purple or green. But what we have in our bathrooms today has evolved over centuries to become the best version possible. I had the chance to sit down with Dr. Dentist to talk about the earliest forms of oral hygiene. Yeah, so people have been trying to clean their teeth for ages, right? Like boar bristles were used in China and chewing sticks were used in Mesopotamia. Some sources point to chewing sticks the oldest oral hygiene artifacts dating all the way back to 3500 BC. And in the early 20th century, nylon bristles were introduced, which quickly replaced animal hair brushes. Nylon brushes quickly became the most popular form of oral hygiene as they outperformed animal hair brushes. Boar hair was often used for brushes, but it wasn't very durable and it was a breeding ground for bacteria. New toothbrushes featured stronger bristles and a plastic handle for long-lasting use. Now that we know a little bit of history, the next question is, what is the cultural importance of the toothbrush? I met with the Tooth Fairy to discuss this.
You know, I don't even know why people think I want teeth. And they think I have all that money for what? And now I have this mountain of teeth in my home and this shiny little crown. And oral hygiene's a thing now. Someone started teaching it to people in the 20th century and kids go for biannual checkups. I did it as a dare once, you know, and now I can't back out. It's a weird profession. Oral care.
What the hell is that noise? What the hell do you have against dentists?
Oh yeah? You're on.
Unfortunately, the Tooth Fairy sustained some severe injuries, so we couldn't finish her interview. Through some research, I found that beauty standards hold great power over people, with white, straight teeth being one of the most important features. I see it everywhere. Whitening toothpaste, whitening strips, magic crystal mouthwash, even purple toothpaste to achieve that white, straight look. What I see even more often is straightening products like aligners and braces. I've even seen people get implants just to have straight teeth. But the basis of all these products is a toothbrush, because everything starts and ends with one. Now, I have been focusing mainly on Western oral hygiene standards, but of course, other regions have different values. Japan is seen as the country with the best hygiene practices, with many people bringing toothbrushes to work to use after their lunch breaks. The United Kingdom is also known for its practices, but not for good reason. Many citizens avoid the dentist due to cost concerns, which lead to health issues like tooth decay. India has other methods such as oil pulling, which is proven to be effective. However, India also faces economic crisis, which makes access to dental care limited for many people. I wanted to get some more insight, so right now I'm looking for someone to tell me about their personal story with oral hygiene. Let's see if they answer. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing a research project, and I was just wondering if I could hear a little bit about your personal story with oral hygiene.
Labas. Ką man tau dar pasakyt? Man reikia kalbėti apie dantis, bet aš nežinau iš tikrųjų, ką man pasakyt, nors man liepia išmokti angliškai, bet aš nežinau, ką pasakyti dabar. Ką dar man pasakyt, aš nežinau, ką man sakyt. Jo gyvenimas yra labai gražus, viskas yra labai gerai. Aš vėl nežinau, ką man sakyt, tai aš dabar tiesiog išsipisinėjau iš visų. Ką man dar pasakyt?
And how many times a day do you brush your teeth?
2 kartus per dieną.
Bye.
Ate.
I found that World War II soldiers were required to brush their teeth every day, and those who survived carried this habit home with them, which was then popularized among families. I have built and maintained this habit for almost 2 decades now, and I couldn't function without my toothbrush.
Get yourself together.
Overconsumption. Something that even affects the toothbrush industry. With the introduction of new oral products came an opportunity to profit, and many companies have created products that promise to whiten your teeth overnight. One company, High Smile, comes to mind. High Smile gained its popularity mainly on social media with their demonstration videos for their purple toothpaste. They would show how just one use of purple toothpaste could instantly whiten your teeth, but this later proved to be a gimmick and a waste of money. The same company has also produced many different flavors of toothpaste like cookie dough, peaches, and even popsicle flavors. This is a prime example of how the oral hygiene industry has been able to profit from consumerism.
So in conclusion, the toothbrush holds cultural impact, and its evolution shows this. And with this cultural weight in mind, it's easy to see how something so small can be taken for granted. But the toothbrush isn't just for cleaning. It reflects our culture and it impacts our lives every day.